Hello, world. I've been meaning to do this for some time now. I've tried scripting a lot of my conversations, um, but today I just decided to speak from my heart. I don't know that there's a lot of disparity going on. I know that, with Trump being president and everything just seeming to move towards a dystopian future, a future of war, things are seeming very bleak right now. But you know, and I understand how you feel, given that I have been struggling with the same feelings of nihilism for the past couple months since Trump won. But I've also found hope. I've been digging really deep into modern physics, artificial intelligence, von Neumann machines, and basically automated farming systems, and you know there's a lot I can share with you about the knowledge and everything that I've been learning over the past few months. But moreover, I think the one thing that I can share with you that will give you hope is the fact that I'm only 20 years old. I haven't even told you my name yet. Some of you might know me, but I have been thinking for the past 20 years I've been on Earth on how to make Earth better. At first, it stemmed from a place of lack. I was so mad that the world didn't have everything, that the world wasn't perfect or the world wasn't what I needed it to be. And as I've grown older, now that I'm 20, I've realized that the world is as perfect as it could be. Everything and anything that could have happened did happen for us to be in this present moment. So, I shifted from a place of anger, from a place of, wanting to take things back to where they were, to a place of looking forward into the future. I'm always, famously quoted saying that my generation is the next leaders. We're the future leaders of our species. And basically, when, our parents' generations, basically Trump's generation, when they look at our generation, Generation Y, Generation X, the Millennium generation, they're like, oh my God, these guys are always partying. These guys are always doing these things. These guys are distracted. These guys aren't focused on what matters. And I'm making this video as a way to reassure our parents and reassure their generation that, hey, you know we were still focused. If anything, I was talking to this bank teller, Wells Fargo bank teller on Friday, and she was like, yeah, I think that your generation has a very global perspective. We're not black versus white, religion versus religion. We understand that there's a grander picture to this, and that we want to you know come to that. I think that our parents' generations are afraid of change. Anybody should be afraid of change. We are, afraid of change as human nature. But I think that it's by overcoming our fear of change, our fear of the unknown, that we can truly realize our full potential. I'll close off by saying, I'm working on a lot of different things. As I said, from automated farming systems to terraforming the Sahara Desert to creating free energy, because I frankly believe that the future isn't a dystopian future, and that I'm putting all my waking hours, all the time that I have. Man, I've been sacrificing a lot. From partying and chasing these girls and trying to be cool, to being alone and sometimes experiencing really a shit ton of sadness and pain, just because I'm a social person and I can go out there and talk to a lot of people. But it's by sacrificing that time that I'd spend out there to use that time to research and actually like look into you know I've been watching a lot of Space Time PBS channel, and so kind of learning about things, and not just that. Basically, what I'm saying is that a I'll say two things. One of it is directed to my generation, and I'd like my generation to understand that, guys, we are the future leaders, and so rather than us fucking around and following these set paths by our parents, by society around us, that we should break out, that we should, overcome our fear of the unknown and become the known. I think that I've been so scared of like putting this message out there just because I was afraid of how you guys would react. But at the end of it, if the world is going to end, none of this matters anymore. And so, I might as well just say what I'm thinking. And what I'm thinking is that we have the capability to build a better future, you and I. And so, I know that you have a lot of passions, a lot of things you wanted to do. All I urge you to do is just get started. Get started on working on things that will add value to the world. I'm doing this through a video. It's taking me some time to get my videography done, my cameras and all these things. And change does take time. Be patient. But nonetheless, I need you to start working on your passions. I need you to start working on things that you believe can add value to the world. You know, everybody believes in a better future. Everybody wants a better future, but there's only a few that work towards it. And by this video, I'd like, to inspire you to increase that number of the few people working to a better future towards tenfolds. There's 7 billion of us, so at least if 3 billion of us were working on this, it'd be a way better future than the future we're headed towards. And then the next thing I want to finish off with is talking to our parents' generation, the Trump generation, the people who, voted for Trump and everything. I understand that you don't like how things have been ran in the past. Frankly, I don't either. I think a majority of the leaders who have come before are they don't have the clear vision of how the 21st century should end or how it should progress. Some of these leaders are trying to take us back to the past, of which they believe that human error was at its primest, when we were divided, when we were fighting each other. And if that's the kind of future you want, I mean, it's okay. But I'm just saying that it's not the future I believe in or we work towards. What I do believe in is a future in which, your kids, your granddaughters, your family, the people that you love don't have to fight for food, water, electricity. These things are nowadays becoming more of a basic need. And so for us to try to take ourselves back to a place where we were divided, back to a place where we were fighting each other, we were angry, we were afraid of each other, I don't think that's a reality and a society you'd want your kids to live in. So, as much as, Trump gives some people hope, I don't think it's the right kind of hope. I think that, by separating humans, by trying to make humans, pitting humans against each other, creates doesn't create the right environment for growth. If anything, we are becoming more of an advanced species, and we're becoming more and more intelligent by the day. And so I urge you, my mom, dad, grandma, I urge you guys to have a little bit of faith in us. I know that you guys believe a lot in us, and in your kids and your granddaughters and your grandsons, and that's good. One of the things that I've had to have my mom understand, it's that, Mom, I know that you believe your son is smart and is capable, but it's also, the fact that you're afraid of me venturing out to the unknown that has led you to keep me where I am, to let me to try to get me to go to college, to try to make me do these things that everybody else does, these paths that are assured success. The only thing that is assured is is that we'll be successful. And so I'm not worried about us making it. I'm not worried about too much. What I do know, as a matter of fact, is that my generation is going to build the foundation for the next phase of human evolution. And for me, that's something that I get up at 4 a.m. in the morning to do. I do a lot of things for it, and the least I could do is inspire your son, your daughter, your grandchildren to aspire for something greater. And when you vote for a leader who doesn't believe in these things, doesn't believe in a united future, doesn't believe that global warming is a thing and that we're ruining our planet, I think that that's a leader that shouldn't really lead us. If anything, I'd be a way better leader to lead the human race than somebody who wants to pit us against each other. I'm coming from a place of love and a place of giving. My mom says I give way too much to the entire world and I'm not getting back enough, but I don't need anything from the world. I just need the world to give more, to understand that, the relationships we build with each other are what matter, the experiences, the now. Me and you exist at such a pivotal point in human history. It's either humanity grows into being a flourishing civilization, or we end up killing each other. Um, and so, I'll finishing off by saying, thank you for watching the video. I hope I gave you not just hope, but I also made you realize that there's a different path to our future, that we can be greater than what you can imagine. The things I'm talking about, like terraforming the desert, I mean, I can go into that a little bit right now, because I can use the information and the knowledge I learned from terraforming the Sahara Desert and apply it to terraforming Mars. Mars is essentially a desert. So in my 20 years old right now, I've already figured out how to terraform a Sahara Desert, how to work that with artificial intelligence and 3D printing and a bunch of other array of technologies that I put together towards creating new cities in the Sahara Desert. Basically, for the next 9 billion people who are going to come, because the population is going to be hit 9 billion by 2050, and then by 2100 we're going to be at 11 billion. So by terraforming these deserts around our planet, we can create the necessary spaces for people to live in. I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I've been spending 20 years of my life learning, studying, evolving towards becoming a leader that can lead us in this 21st century, this century where we don't know what we want. I think we all want a better future, and that's what I've been working towards, and that's what I'm not here to promise, but I'm here to deliver upon. So I'm not like a politician. Don't label me a politician. Don't label me an entrepreneur. Don't label me a physicist or a philosopher. I'm simply human. And all I want is a better future for my fellow humans. And that message should resonate with you. If it doesn't, then I don't know if you're human. But yeah, have a good one, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time.